Good morning again. We're on part 2 of temptation. And this section, we're going to go to God's promises about temptation. The last section, part 1 we did, was God's perspectives on temptation. And we're going to start in the book of Proverbs, where King Solomon wrote in chapter 28 and 13, he says, "He who covers his sins will not prosper, but whoever confesses and forsakes them will have mercy." I like this. He who conceals his sin will not prosper. Now this highlights the futility of hiding our sin. And we're gonna do it in a biblical context. It says the act of concealing sin, watch this, is often associated with pride and self-deception. And this is one, saints, I know most of us, or not all of us, have heard or read. I won't say heard, read from God's word. It says the story of King David's sin with Bathsheba. That comes from 2 Samuel chapters 11 through 12. It served as a poignant example. See, David's initial attempt to hide his wrongdoing, it led to more sin and turmoil. and he did all these things to get Bathsheba, even put his best friend, Bathsheba's husband, Uriah, on the front line. Now, in the Hebrew culture, they place a strong emphasis on community and accountability. And making the concealment of sin not only a personal issue, but that one that affected the entire community. So in their culture, when you sin and try to hide it, you affected the whole culture, the whole community. And we have to understand, theoretically, theologically, that it underscores the principle that God sees all. He's an omnipresent God. God sees all things. In Hebrews 4:13, and he that confesses sin disrupts one's relationship with him, hindering spiritual and sometimes material prosperity. So when we are trying to hide a sin, we must understand everything we do, God sees it. And to take it back farther, God knows your mind before you even think of what you're going to do in darkness, not literally darkness, but in darkness to God, that's in darkness. He already knows. But you can change that, but we tend not to. Because the main reason why is we think we're getting away with it. But never, maybe with man, I'll say maybe, but never with God. And God will conceal it. So we have to understand nothing that we do that's sinful or of a sinful nature or of a sinful act is hidden from God. But whoever confesses and renounces them will find mercy. Yeah, you got to confess it to God because he know you already did it. And confession of sin in the Old Testament, the act of confession is not